Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the BuzzCast. I'm your host, loldbz, and I have Ghoulston right here.
Kimbao is my dog.
Howdy do, Ghoulston.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm all right. You know, long work week, but the last 2 weeks have had quite a bit of cool stuff in the video game mix. This week, we had quite a bit of Pokemon news this week and last week.
We're getting closer to the exciting times where Sun&Moon finally releases.
Oh yeah, it's actually this month, and I am itching with anticipation. I'm also increasing my pressure to finish.
Visibly itching. You're just like starting to get blood everywhere. It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes when you have the plaque psoriasis. Oh well.
Need to get you some lotion, leaving skin everywhere.
Yeah, that's me. Skin everywhere. But other than that, we had Halloween stuff that was going on. We had the scavenger hunt, and Ghoulston will probably be taking over on that one since he took over for the entire thing. Right?
Oh, wow.
He did it all. Halloween was kind of a small event here as well, or maybe not an event at all, depending on how you look at it.
For those religious people,
and we have something that we did here. Over here, we have some wines to talk about. For some reason or another, we ended up getting into
$200
a crate of wine. Yeah, and we'll talk to you about that, how it happened, why it happened, and how it's going. Kind of a off the cuff topic, but I mean, we want to talk about charity. We got some odds and ends maybe after the end there, but
charity is important. Certainly going to be something that's going to be in every BuzzCast until the actual annual charity event.
It's like a month away.
Yeah,
so getting scared, but
over a month, but still a month. We always manage, even when you have me do it and I get 103 fever and throw up like everything for like 24 hours the day after.
Well, there'll be two of us. There'll be backup streamers now.
Yeah, we'll double the throw up.
Yeah, awesome. We could. Oh, that's not.
That could be a charity. That could be a milestone.
Yeah, we'll just get like
throwing up
some over-the-counter medications, and yeah, that'll be the new Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Yeah, have Fox send over some red potion.
Oh, we'll get to that later. So, where are we gonna start here? We got Pokemon. Let's talk about Pokemon.
Yes, slightly older, but new, nonetheless, information in the grand scheme of things. Pokemon Sun and Moon had its starters, and for a long time, everyone was wondering what's the starters going to turn into, because as you and I have mentioned multiple times, it doesn't really matter what its middle evolution is, and while the starter evolution is nice, it doesn't really matter what it starts off as. It's what it turns into at the end. Piplup is nice, but everyone remembers Empoleon because that's what you're stuck with for most of the time.
Yeah.
Squirtle is cool, but Blastoise is what it is always at the end. So we know now what these starters are. So let's just take it from the top. Our cute little kitty cat, Litten, turned into a more realistic cat with its middle evolution, and its final evolution is something from gay furry fan art porn.
Yeah, something everyone can enjoy. I was disappointed because I really like that big fat cat in the middle. I was really hoping that the direction would just go in that way. But unfortunately it didn't. So now it's like a humanized wrestling dark fire, which isn't even that good of a typing. And there you go. I have no interest in it. So
Incineroar is his name because it's a cat lion that roars, and it's fire type, and it incinerates.
Yeah, so there you go.
But I think interesting, though, is its ability, the Darkness Lariat, because that lets it ignore stat changes. So that's its signature move, they call it. So it'll be interesting. I don't know how important that is in a battle, as far as like thinking about the battle potential. Because like you said, that Fire Dark is not great. But if it's got a move like that, and it's only him because it's a signature move.
Yeah, that one has some potential. But time will tell for that one. More confusing is the shoot. What is that even called? Popplio? Was it Popplio?
Popplio is the starting version.
Yeah. And then the middle was
Bellabo.
Something.
Yeah, Bubble.
Bubblona.
And that turns into Primarina, which is another, I guess you could call it like a feminine seal thing. Very, I guess in Pokemon aspect, beautiful, quotation marks. It is some kind of ballerina thing, and it has this really weird signature move that is called Sparkling Aura, or is it Sparkling Aurora? Whatever. It lets you heal the burn status of your target. And, typically in Pokemon, you're not really able to target your own Pokemon. You're targeting the enemy, so you can heal the burns of your enemy. So, why do you want to heal your enemies from burning again?
I have a really funny tidbit that I just realized.
Okay.
So I'm looking at this name, Primarina.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out why it looks so familiar.
Prima
There's a
Games?
drug called Premarin.
Oh.
And it is a pill or a vaginal gel used to reduce the symptoms of menopause, including hot flashes. And her signature move reduces or eliminates burns. So there you go. So that's where the name came from. So clearly,
the vaginal cream Pokemon.
I guess that's pretty. I couldn't understand why that name looks so familiar.
Huh.
But yeah, I don't think I like the Pokemon.
I wanted to give it a chance, but after I've seen the final evolution of our friend Owlet, is that what it was called? Owlet?
Yeah, Owlet. Mm-hmm.
Owlet?
Like a small owl.
A small outlet for your wall?
I know, a small owl. That's just the name of an owl.
Well, it turns into a grass ghost type Pokemon named, I'm trying my best to read this. Decidui.
Yeah. So it's
Decidui?
It derives from deciduous, which is the I think a state in which a tree goes whenever it's like falling off. The leaves are falling off. So a deciduous tree is whenever like the leaves are just coming off the tree. Possibly when any plant, I guess, is dying, and that kind of hints towards the ghost component, which is really weird. It's no longer a grass flying; it's a grass ghost.
Huh.
And I believe I think what they did here was they took Deadeye because he's like a sniper with his little thing, because he can in his little description he can shoot really far. So okay, Deadeye because he's dead, but then they take out the dead part and then go to Decidu to make it Dead Tree Eye.
But he's a bird.
Yeah.
It's not a tree.
Well, it's not a tree, but it's plant. It's
Gotcha.
a grass thing. So I think that's where they're going with this. They replaced dead with a thesaurus lookup for dead plant, and so it's like Deadeye. But
he's a little edgy looking, which is fine by me. I mean, I like Shadow the Hedgehog, so this is fine. And he's a ghost type, which is up my alley as well.
I always start with the grass one, so I was going to go that way anyway.
I'm going that way now.
You don't have many options.
I was gonna try balance out the household with prima vagina, but no, I'm going with Owlet now. It's decided, and I think it's even better because he has an ability called Spirit Shackle, and that prevents your foe from switching out, which I think is very useful in combat situations. I don't know how important it will be when I'm playing against a computer. I don't think I've ever seen, even Elite Four switch Pokemon. I don't think I've ever seen that. But I think that's going to be useful when I'm playing against friends or whatever. It's a cool looking Pokemon. It looks like it has good abilities, and I don't know, but I think Grass Ghost is good typing.
It's not common. I think there's only 2 other Pokemon at this point that have that. And they definitely don't have what this thing has, which are a couple new tools. It's really neat for a starter. Actually, all these typings are pretty cool. You got Fairy, Dark, and Ghost all up in the mix. So that's definitely new for the starters. Usually they're kind of lame starting. I think the only last time this actually happened to this extent was like Gen 4 when they had grass and ground, which was really weird at the time. Steel and ice, which is weird at the time. Things like that. So I'm excited for it. I'm gonna definitely get the grass ghost because I think it looks neat. I like the owl theme. I always get grass Pokemon anyway, unless I hate it. And even if I do hate it, like last generation, I still did it anyway and learned to like it to some extent.
Learn to love.
But yeah, those were the starters. Not the only thing revealed though. We had, of course, Garfield and Friends. The dark Alolan Meowth evolves into a fat cat, which I like. That's what I wanted the other cat to evolve into.
Yeah, we've known about that, but it was only officially confirmed within the last week or so. So, yeah, it looks really stupid. But yeah, you were talking about how liking that aesthetic for middle class Litten.
Middle class Litten.
Yeah, got a little money.
He's making it.
Not rich, but comfortable living. Fuck it. It's kind of cool. I don't see myself tangling with a lowland Persian, but it'll be a fun treat to see him in a battle because I'll just have a little chuckle to myself. And I also hate Mondays. A lowland Persian, so it's okay.
What else did we get?
We met a new friend named Cosmog. It's a psychic Pokemon with the ability Unaware. I am personally unaware of what the hell that is. But I mean, looks kind of cool. It looks like a water molecule. It's got two little balls and then the big ball that it is himself, the Cosmog itself.
That's true. And it's just like I don't know, Cosmo and Smog, so like space smog. So perhaps they're trying to play off the pollution in Hawaii and the space theme in Sun and Moon.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I can see that.
There you go.
Yeah. They also showed a bunch of, I don't know what, they're all like Tapu Lele and Tapu Nini, Tapu Haha is like all this weird like guardian things. I wasn't really paying attention to closely.
Those are the new 3 legendaries that are, like run around in the grass across the entire island until you catch them, kind of thing.
Oh,
I imagine, like how the Suicunis and stuff were. This is going to be the same vein, I believe.
Okay, kind of like
or pseudo legendaries. I don't even know what you call.
What were they in Diamond and Pearl? Because that's what I've played last. It was the 3 spirit things.
Oh yeah, I know what they are.
Uxie and Trixie and
no, but they were. I don't remember.
Maxie.
But they're pretty. I don't know. Generally, these 3 are pretty forgettable, except for those 3 dogs. I guess because they did it first, but they're also like all the other ones have always been these like little floating fairy-looking things. Like the dogs. Okay, to be fair, we just found out they were like goat or deer for Gen 5, so I guess that was okay. But I don't personally remember those. But then again, I just started playing the game. But I do like the. I might not like them, but I do like that fat cat. I gotta say.
That darn cat. And I think something that's really interesting from this trailer that they revealed is there will be past trainers involved, which I'm sure that's happened before. Cynthia is a famous trainer that has appeared multiple times, I'm sure. But we'll be visiting some old friends. They're back.
Again.
Not only blue, but the classic red. All grown up. They're big boys now.
Yeah, or maybe too big. I don't know. So, like Red's looking a little like too old for Pokemon, but he's sticking with it. I think it's funny that for whatever reason they still call blue, but he wears green. And if you remember, Japanese got red and green, and we got red and blue. So I don't know why they bothered localizing his name, but not his pant color, when they could have easily just, gotten the fill tool out. It doesn't make any sense.
How they changed Mr. Popo and Dragon Ball Kai from black to blue. They could have easily done that for old blue here.
Why not? I guess, you know what? Because blue pants are literally just plain, I guess.
Yeah, Red's wearing blue pants, so
Yeah,
he'd be
they could have
confusing.
given
He's
him
wearing
green pants.
He's wearing more blue than red. I also like that Red is wearing a shirt that just says 96 on it. Because it's like, oh, look at our history, guys. You love Pokemon Go. Well, here's to you.
Is that what it is?
It says 96 on his shirt.
Let me look at this. Wow, I think it might.
It definitely does.
Those are just random symbols.
No. He's old school. He's a 90s kid.
But 96 doesn't mean anything in the Pokemon world. Why would they do this?
Maybe that was the year of Pokemon. Like, maybe in-game that was that year. He's been a Pokemon master since 96. They even, like, make a joke that Blue's, like, trying to... I guess, like, you can meet them both at the same time, and Blue says, still silent as ever, eh, Red? It's like, how do they communicate with each other? How are they friends?
Yeah, like, how do you do that?
Not talking to these fuckers as usual, huh?
They don't need to talk. Like, they don't need to. Their friendship transcends conversation.
This all goes back to my original opinion when I first saw the Alone and things. Like, man, they really want this Pokemon Go audience. They really want to hit this, a 25th anniversary, is it? Or 20th anniversary? Yeah, 20th anniversary.
25th would be pretty bad.
No, it's 20th because
I would have been like 4 years old.
He's 96 on his shirt. It's 2016. I can figure this out.
You got it.
They really want this 20th anniversary thing to really hammer home. Like, look, it's the old ones. Look, it's Red. Look, Black Oak. It's all here. You're basically playing Pokemon Red in Hawaii.
It's true, though. You got red and blue games. They're really red and blue.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, everything's the same. And apparently it's what... Actually, no, I saw this tweet from Nintendo. It is their most pre-ordered game ever, I think, at this point in time.
It was record-breaking. They didn't say what record. It's just that Pokemon Sun and Moon is breaking records. I don't think they specified.
They didn't? It was just implied? Like, breaking records? Like, oh, it's the first time Sun and Moon has ever been... like, I don't know. What are they trying to say?
Most copies ever sold for Pokemon Red and Blue, or Pokemon Sun and Moon, not Red and Blue.
Maybe they're like, I don't know. That's, I think it's.
It could be like most pre-orders for a 3DS game. Maybe
the most pre-orders of anything ever. Most anticipated game of the planet Earth.
I know a game that didn't break those records.
I know a lot of games that didn't.
Most of them. All of them. Except for that. But I was implying Pokken Tournament. Because while we're talking about Pokemon, I heard some news that a certain Freaky Frogger is making it into the cast over in Japan's arcades. The Croagunk is now a fighter in Pokken.
And he's... I guess he's a comic relief character.
Yes.
He just he does silly things and he laughs about it.
He snickers to himself like the dog from Wacky Races.
Or the dog from Duck Hunt.
Or the dog from Family Guy.
No, I don't think that's how it... No, the dog from... Yeah, no, Wacky Races, right. That's the only one I can think of.
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
Like, he's like, I had too many cigarettes, this dog.
Muttley? Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
It was Muttley.
I just remember watching and like despising the damn show. I watched it nonstop, but it was just on reruns. It was like, here they are, the Wacky Races. And then you just have like all this stupid shit and these impractical cars. Like, who would even come up with these things? Like, I'm not even mad at the prospect of someone driving it. Someone actually made this up. And
the only car I remember from that show is the mobster car because they had like 12 guys like on top of each other's shoulders and they all had guns. So I was like, why did these guys not win every time? Just shoot everybody.
Sniper tower on the go. I don't know that it was. I mean, I don't know why I watched so many. I guess it was just there.
A mobile sniper. How can they be stopped?
I don't remember the damn thing. Oh, smoking dogs. But
that damn dog.
I totally forgot what we were talking about. Dogs.
Croagunk.
Oh, Croagunk. Somehow we got to the Wacky Races. Anyway, he is looking to be kind of silly. I think it's weird that he's not a fully evolved Pokemon. But
yeah, a lot of people were wanting Toxicroak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems more formidable for fighting, but
I think Toxicroak's one of the supports in the game already.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. But even then, I feel like they could have just like swapped it or something.
Who knows? But I guess they didn't have to, because they're using Kurogunk, who's, I guess, admittedly a little sillier looking, and his like super evolution or whatever attack is like him turning into 1 million copies of himself for whatever reason, and then
kills them all.
Yeah, jumping onto you and then killing them. I don't know. It's very strange. I don't personally play the game. I don't plan on playing it very much again. But.
No, I mean, that's only in arcades. There's no guarantee that we're even getting there.
Yeah. Even then, who was it? Darkrai is still not on console.
And Caesar.
And Caesar, yeah, he exists too, but we wouldn't know because it's only in Japan, right? Arcades.
Japanese arcades only.
So what? Like, it really doesn't do anything for us. It's kind of weird.
And the Wii U's on life support, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think what they're going to do is just release it again on NX.
Complete edition.
Yeah, like you get these DLCs. Yeah, I think that's what they're actually planning. That's why they're not releasing it. But whatever, that's fine. I just think it's neat.
Yeah,
that's all there is to it.
Yeah, and I guess one other thing, well, I can get it on the top of my head. Pokemon Go had a Halloween event.
Oh, I heard about that.
It was like
no idea.
Triple or the candy or some shit, which you need to evolve your Pokemon.
Oh, candy, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a perfect event for them. They'll probably do one for Christmas too, I imagine.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know if they've done events like that before, but I guess it's, you and I have both shared our lack of interest in Pokemon Go, but I know people out there love it somewhere.
Still, someone. Everyone in like...
Someone's going to be willing to walk through the snow like 50 miles to get their, ghastly level.
You know what? That's right. It came out in the summer, so no one's died from hypothermia in the snow yet from Pokemon Go. So it's got to happen this year, because next year it's not gonna it's not gonna be around anymore.
It's an all encompassing game.
Yeah, I think that there were a couple of deaths already, and like robberies and who knows what kind of injuries.
Oh yeah,
but nothing related to the winter yet. So we'll see.
No, I mean, I've actually read articles about how Pokemon Go has literally changed the legal system in some places. Like some places have legitimately had to make laws. I think there's a law called the Pidgey Law now because of this shit, where if you don't want to be a Pokestop, you don't have to be a Pokestop. You can submit to be taken off the list for that. I think that's pretty funny that there's going to be a literal document in the government called the Pidgey Law.
That's pretty silly.
To be fair though, if this house that you and I are in was a Pokestop, and people just kept sitting outside to get Pokeballs or whatever the hell it is that a Pokestop does, it'd be awful.
Maybe.
It's just think of I don't know, you're trying to run a business and you have thousands of people just not going in or buying anything, just sitting around it.
Hey, this is good business. Everyone's gonna be hey, I want to go in there.
It's smelly though. You have to walk past all the Pokemon Go players.
True.
So, I mean, Pokemon is a very relevant thing, and I hope it does good things for Nintendo. It fuels their economy, even though it's not technically theirs, but it is theirs, or whatever.
By association.
Yeah. But I do like that they're having a Halloween event. We had a Halloween event, too.
Yeah, we made a big thing with it. We put a ghost on the over the curtains, and then we put a bucket of candy out on the porch with the porch light on, and we let the kids go at it, and not a single person came.
Yeah, so that's kind of good in one way, because that means just no children.
Yeah, so basically we just had nice chilled candy. It's a little cold outside. Yeah.
I meant on video shorts, not here, but that's also works.
Okay.
No, I even made a little sign that says "Take 3 candies." I should have just wrote "Take anything."
Just take 3.
Take it all.
You said take 3.
Take the bucket.
Maybe that's why people are like, oh man, I came all this way and I can only take 3 candies. I'm just not gonna take any. So
a lot of people wouldn't give 2. I was being generous.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's because it wasn't really decorated that much, and
had a ghost.
It was really dark outside, aside from the light that we kept on.
So it wasn't that dark.
It was. I mean, getting here, it's just a dark abyss, and you just had this little light that you had to trust.
It's true.
Next to this mysterious building. So no, we didn't get anyone, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We had some Halloween fun in other ways, such as the scavenger hunt that we had on video shorts. an event that we have run now 2 years in a row, where people are tasked to play games with certain Halloween-themed chores in mind, such as defeat Satan or stab your eyes out or collect 100 bones or something, that kind of stuff. Fun event. We also had a Minecraft event where people played on our own server provided by Wafo Man. Thank you, Wafo. It wasn't extremely busy. It wasn't very active, but I think the people that participated had a good time. I know I personally had at least 2 or 3 duels of Ace on the Minecraft server where he was running like a coward and I stabbed him in the back. Or another time that Ace just like dropped a bucket of lava on my head when I wasn't looking. So that was all good times. I found the Bone Gang's base and their big dumb skull statue mascot, and I blew it up with the TNT, and I played Tupac music over it. That's somewhere on Twitter. No, it was a good time though. And I hope that people enjoyed it. Maybe we'll find a way to tweak it to make it a little more fun and accessible next year. We also have our annual showing of a spooky movie. I've been doing that for gosh knows how long. I think 4 or 5 years now. But I mean, I left the choice of movie up in the air this year. We were thinking of things like Arachnophobia,
That's what I wanted.
or maybe Silent Hill, or perhaps Deep Blue Sea, even the movie about the sharks that get really smart and eat Samuel L. Jackson. That's scary. And people voted for the Street Fighter movie. So
yeah,
because
the actors are dead.
Raul Julia is dead. I know that for a fact, and we miss him dearly because he was the best part of that movie. He was an excellent Bison. Yeah. That was your first time seeing the movie, actually, right?
Yeah.
How'd you like the Street Fighter movie? Was it scary?
Yeah, I mean, it was in some respects. It was really confusing at times. Sometimes the pacing was weird, but I pointed out a lot of times the cinematography where they had like transitions that kind of like told you things without needing to tell you things, and I like that kind of thing. So I was enjoying parts of the movie, but all in that respect. But a lot of them were kind of like, I mean, the special effects were definitely toned down a lot, so they didn't really. They weren't perfectly true.
No, there wasn't like flash kicks, and Guile was like having
well,
like
he
lights
did flash kicks, which was exciting because I was like, where are the flash kicks? And he started doing flash kicks, but yeah, it wasn't the same as like the game, of course. But
yeah, most everybody did like a signature move or two. Like I think T-Hawk, which you would have never known he was T-Hawk until the end when he puts on like a bandana and like rips off the sleeves of his coat. I think he did like a condor dive at one point, and you see like Ryu like put his hands together for a Hadouken, but it's like. One frame has like a lighting effect around his hands. Yeah,
it sounds like a spark. and like Vega's took like literally his torso was pushed back like a couple inches. So it must have been like a super light Hadouken.
He used a light punch for that one.
Yeah, no, he used a select button.
Ken did a dragon punch, of course. That son of a bitch would.
I'm disappointed that he didn't finish him off with that though.
He should have done 5 if we were to be really like Ken.
Yeah, he should have done it like once and then like done it again and again. Like he should be laying on the ground and just gets up and does it immediately. That would have been perfect.
Sagat and Vega just staring at him. I was like, what is this guy doing?
Oh well. I was hoping for a bit more of that cheesy shit. Bison did fly. That was cool.
Yeah.
He started flying around and doing Psycho Crushers.
Yeah, he started like reciting some Bible shit.
Yeah,
for I beheld Satan as he came down from heaven like lightning.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
He is the best part of that movie. Or the line he says to Sagat, where I guess you didn't see that. He covers his eye.
That was pretty good. And he actually died because he was doing the same move over and over again. So it really was true to the game.
Educational. Really a good tip for anybody looking to enter the tournament this weekend. Really, study that scene. It works a few times, but he ultimately loses.
Yeah, because, I mean, he saw it coming.
It's a deep message.
In fact, he was even telling him he was about to like do the last hit or whatever.
He's like, I'm going to do it. Here I come. Here comes the Dragon Punch. Trying to counter it.
Yeah, so overall, a good time. I enjoyed it.
I think you compared it to the Mario movie.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Mario Brothers
where
movie.
things are kind of accurate.
Similar but different. Actually, I would say different but similar because it's like mostly it's just kind of its own thing.
Like E Honda, Balrog, and Chun-Li were all news reporters hanging out, being friends.
But like at one line that I'm like, I literally everything I asked was answered immediately. He's like, why are they helping it? And then he's like, oh, good thing you're paying us. Like, so they're trying to be like, oh yeah, well we're only being nice and friends with you and helping because you're paying us, but. And then they just go back to being in character, a little happy bunch.
Or the time Ryu and Ken were black market arms dealers.
Oh yeah, and it was actually just Nerf guns.
Yeah,
it was Nerf or nothing. So that was pretty good too.
Good movie.
And Ken literally killed Guile. Like I was like, okay, what the fuck?
Shot him with a gun.
Yeah, I was like really thinking like he better not be dead because that's stupid. Like he's literally dead.
My favorite part of Street Fighter 2 is when Ken shoots Guile with a gun. It kills him.
But a lot of things were just kind of unanswered or impractical. Like whenever Chun-Li goes to like his body, he's just still there, alive, waiting for her.
Sitting in a morgue by himself.
Like how long was he there?
How long is he planning on being there?
I just don't get it. But
it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
I always enjoy watching it, even if some of the things like make me like really annoyed, like Charlie Blanca. It's like, oh, Guile's best friend, Charlie Blanca.
Yeah, now he's Blanca.
You know.
I don't know where they came up with that. And he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, or Dawson like losing all his hair at the last second for no reason.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm bald now.
Why did he lose
Don't kill my friend.
Was it the fire implied by the fire?
I think it was the chemicals. Because he was a doctor the whole time. Dawson, the doctor. And then I guess that's how the chemicals gave him stretchy arms or something. But we never saw it. It's just implied.
Yeah, but like why would they, like I was like thinking, okay, he didn't shave his head because he didn't want to commit to that. But then he does it anyway for like the last 2 minutes of the movie.
Don't kill him. That's an abomination. All right, we're going to stay here while the building explodes. We don't belong in this world. Later.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fun movie. We also watched a CG Resident Evil movie again, but I mean that was filling the quota for an actual quote unquote scary movie. But
yeah, and video game.
Been there, done that.
Like I said, those were both video game. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yes.
But no, yeah, that movie had pretty bad pacing. I was kind of half watching it for a lot of it, but like it was really like action, then it was like nothing and weird, like just pseudo emotional stuff to characters you didn't even have a chance to get attached to, and then the ending and like the villain you didn't even have time to hate was conquered. I don't know. Yeah. So, oh well.
Interesting. Actually, it's interesting to see that movie because it was like, I think it might be about 5 or 8 years, somewhere in that range, old by now. The CG, I think it's okay, but it doesn't hold up as well, especially since like, we were recently talking about PS4 or 4K like graphics, like everything's like super.
Well, I mean, no, not, it wasn't just that. They like the face animations were really dated because like the only part that was moving was the eyes to some extent. And the mouths, not really the skin around that area, and then the models would just stand there completely perfectly still when not like actively doing anything.
Yeah,
so, like that really stood out to me. And then I'm not gonna forget that when at the end when they have the scene where she's like one of the women is just like looking over the skyline and in a dress or something, and then the other like Leon and whatever her name come up. In the same clothes they were in the entire movie, completely untouched. Have this like leaf crunching sound effect for every step, and it was like not muffled enough at all. So it was just like really, I don't know, jarring.
Walking through a pile of leaves,
and like it's the same sound every step. Like they just played the same bite over and over.
Happy Halloween.
It was completely unnecessary. They didn't even have to put that sound effect in there. But yeah, that was just one of those things that shows you it was kind of a dated thing. But it was also probably not really a serious endeavor, like super serious.
Yeah, but
definitely work put into it. But that's all there was.
Yeah, and it's okay, and it's one of the more decent video game movies because it's a literal like. I believe it's canonical. Like it's like they were very faithful. It's all CG, so it looks like a video game too, I suppose you could even say. So if you're looking for an accurate video game experience, that would be the way to go. But if you're looking for a fun video game experience for a movie, Street Fighter, the movie, will suffice. Yeah, and that was a fun way to spend Halloween. I don't remember if we were having any wine during that movie.
We even watched it on the Big Pumpkin.
Pumpkin Hill.
Yes, we did have some wine, yes.
Have you even talked about the Big Pumpkin? Pumpkin Hill?
Not.
I mean...
I don't know if that's... No, I haven't really.
I think it's interesting.
It is. Okay, so we we decided... Okay, we were like, okay, we need a couch.
Yeah,
there's 3 people here. We need a couch. So,
like, this like goes back to watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I would just like sit on the floor or like find like a stool that's uncomfortable to sit in.
There was a missing element in the living room area, and because we had a TV... and a TV stand and all these consoles and no couch.
No way to sit in front of it comfortably.
Yeah, so we were like, okay, well, I said I don't want to get a couch. I got a couch before. I had it used for like 6 months, and then I didn't know what to do with it. I gave it to my brother, and it was expensive, and it sucked. I almost just lost it because I had to move,
right?
And I needed movers, and I couldn't afford all this ridiculous shit. So I literally went on this one website, Googled something. And I went on his website, and it was like some system by which a passing trucker who has an empty cargo after a shipment is going back to get another shipment at another location, and just so happens to be going your way. So I go on there, and I get a message from someone immediately. And I'm like, okay, this is stupid. I'm going to do it anyway. And I talk to, I reply and, tell him where I'm going. Actually, I already I put in where I was going, and it popped up and told me, oh, I'm going this way. And like instantly. I'm like, okay, this is bullshit, but I believe it. So I talked to him, and it turned out to be legit, and he actually delivered it to my house in fucking nowhere, my bed and my couch. So that worked out, but I had nothing. I couldn't move the couch again. I didn't want to take it halfway across the world.
Right.
So
yeah, that's weird.
I just gave it to my brother. So anyway, I didn't want to go through that shit again because I was really lucky. So bought a beanbag, a giant beanbag,
a big old Titanic beanbag,
7 foot.
We should plug our sponsor. What brand is it?
Jax.
Jax?
Yeah.
Like a Mortal Kombat fighter, or just like playing a game of Jax?
No, JAXX, I think.
Oh yeah, so like the Mortal Kombat fighter.
Yeah.
With an extra X.
Yeah, Extreme Jax.
Gotcha.
It's just a large beanbag. They call it a beanbag, but of course it's filled with like little styrofoam puffs and stuff.
Which is much more comfortable than like the weird beams that were in classic beanbags.
Yeah, so
that thing is super comfortable. I love it.
Yeah, like you can, like one person can just like lay down on and sleep on it. Really, it kind of molds to you, and it's really easy to move around. Of course, probably not too easy to fit through a door, but we'll manage.
Room for 3.
And one like 2 people could easily move it. One person can move it to some extent, but not obviously comfortably, like across gravel and stuff. So, but it'll be a lot easier to move. I won't have to enlist like a trucker or anything.
Right. So,
I think it's a good answer for a temporary living space, and so far it's been really nice. And it was really comfortable for the movie too. I think so. It's nice. It's a nice thing.
Yeah.
You might see it later during the charity. I don't know.
However, you were careful not to drink any wine on it because you don't want to stain it.
Yeah, of course not.
Wine is a very stain-happy substance.
Of course, and also a crate of red wine is also going to have nothing but staining material.
And we have a crate of red wine.
We just so happen. And it's because we bought that cable. I told you not to buy a 100-foot Ethernet cable.
That's right.
You just had to have for some reason.
Right. Well, because I was dropping frames while streaming, and I didn't want to have bad quality streams because I felt bad about it. So I bought a 100-foot cable.
It may still have not have been the call.
I haven't had any problems since.
But yeah, I guess you're eliminating factors. That's why I upgraded my internet and connected my Wii U to the Ethernet whenever we were having issues during that tournament. I didn't want to be at fault or have it anything against my conscience. So yeah, I can understand. And also, my main concern was to the side because it actually follows the railing and stuff and doesn't get in the way. It doesn't risk anyone falling downstairs.
And it's white on white, so it's not like popping out too much.
Yeah, it blends in, so it worked out.
But I bought that from monoprice.com off of recommendation from Leonard Euler. And when I bought it, it came it came within a week. It was nice, But it came with like all this weird crap with it. It came with a tiny box of Reese's Puff cereal,
which I ate.
Reese's for breakfast?
Yeah, I had it for breakfast, actually. Breakfast, open-ended, interpretation. I had it probably in like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but that was me getting up. So
Okay, gotcha.
it was like half a serving, honestly. That box was not lying. It was not a lot in there. So like maybe a kid,
a
might
small
have
breakfast.
A snack. Yeah, it wasn't. I had to have more, but something else. But
it came with that. It came with some kind of kitchen coupon where it sends you the ingredients for food and you make it.
Yeah,
and most importantly, it gave us $100 off a purchase at where do we even get the wine?
Naked Wines.
Nakedwines.com. We're angels.
Yeah. That I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend it. I was looking into it for a while. For some reason, this coupon fascinated me, even though I know it was bullshit. So I'm like looking into it. And you can definitely get sucked into some stupid shit. But I did my math. I looked at all the options and everything, and I just went for it. So we paid like $80, and we got like 12 bottles of wine. So we're slowly drinking it. That's pretty much it. But I don't know why. I don't really drink wine. I always kind of wanted to be a wine drinker. I think that makes you like, inherently more sophisticated, smarter.
Yeah.
Also, it's supposed to be good for your cholesterol or something like that. I did a bit more research. Apparently, it's just the act of drinking alcohol around the mealtime. But
it's fancy.
Yeah, whatever. It does the job.
We got the glasses for it.
Wine's not that expensive either. I mean, in the grand scheme of things.
No, because most of the bottles we got in this crate were like valued at like $15-$20 each, somewhere less.
Yeah, but we got it for about $7 average, so it's pretty neat. For whatever reason, so we're trying all these different wines, knowing almost nothing about it.
Well, we've had a few. Just to go over what we've had so far, we've had a bottle titled "The Butterfly Effect," made from the Dookie Valley, somewhere in Dookie, which is a Shiraz Australian wine. I don't think we were very big. Oh, I like that one.
You happen to like
that was the first one I had, though. I'm starting to think that I might have just been like,
yeah, it's wine.
Yeah, wine. Cool. I could drink this. It's edible. Wow. But you and Pillbug were not fans.
I gave him a middle of the ground because I was like, you know what, this is okay, but I'm sure I can find something I like.
This is
more.
The beginning.
That or I hate wine. So
then we had a Timothy Olsen. The Camper's Art, I think that's the Cooper's Art, which is a Pinot Noir, which since then we've been calling it a Black Dick.
Yeah, because we don't really know what it means. We figure Pinot means penis,
yes,
and Noir, of course, means black,
right?
So we call it the Black Dick or something.
The Black Dick, straight from California, a 2015 wine. You guys liked that one more. I liked it less.
Yeah, it was actually it did have a darker flavor, so I related it to like darker coffees, darker brews.
Yeah,
deeper roasts, and it was okay. I could. It's good for variety as far as what we were experiencing.
And then we had something called the David Akiyoshi, which is a 2014 wine, which is older. So that's more fancy, I suppose. The older the wine is, the better it is. Also from California. California, I suppose, is a big vineyard area, I suppose. Lots of grapes. That was all right. Yeah. Kind of middle of the pack. We're all like, eh.
I gave it a 6.5 on that one.
And we had a Kim Bao, which is 80% Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm probably saying these really wrong, but I want to say it this way. And a 20%, I'm definitely going to say this one wrong, a Camnier, which, I don't think we really liked it too much, especially when it was cold. When it was like room temperature was all right, I guess. Yeah. For anyone who's curious, Kim Bao is the name of Costanza's dog, the guy that made it.
Yeah,
it's from Chile. It's a Chilean wine.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
It's where the best
didn't
wines
cut it.
No, yeah. And then we've had a few wines from someone named F. Stephen Millier, who we assume is kind of like the Walmart Basics brand, where like he just like this guy is like the cheap end wine because like there's like 3 bottles from him. And
maybe he's just really good at it.
different.
I mean, so far, I would suggest that that might be the case because they are my favorite so far. I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. You did give the Zinfandel.
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
7.
And actually, the one that we're doing now, I did give. I said an 8 out of 10.
Right.
It's really. I think it's really good. Complex flavor.
Could drink it.
Pillbug said at the end it has like a maple syrup like aftertaste.
Hmm.
It's a good wine, I think. But I mean, I don't know anything. So.
We're actually saving the most expensive bottle for the tournament.
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember what that one was. It was like
Napa
Valley.
Napa Valley.
Ooh. Is there a Vegeta Valley? Have that one.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I think every time I'm nowhere near sophisticated enough to have all these wines because I think like every time I've had like a peanut butter sandwich or like a Reese's from like the candy bowl like before or after having this wine, I feel like I'm definitely not having a good pairings with this. But I have some smoked Gouda cheese for Saturday, so hopefully that'll be a proper accompaniment.
Proper burial.
Yeah, properly buried a wine inside me. What?
But no, the cheese.
So if you're into wines,
yeah, just hit us up. We're the experts now.
Yeah, we're all experts here in the Video Shorts mansion. Also, if just buy something from Monoprice, you'll get $100 off wine somehow.
Yeah, and who knows?
I still don't know why all this stuff came with an Ethernet cable. Yeah, maybe it's not. Oh man, maybe I should buy another cable so I can see whatever cereal I get.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's just
stop buying cereal.
Maybe it's not even like wine every time. It's just like $20 off auto car like tires.
Yeah, you buy cables and it just solves all your needs.
Did we need wine? Is that a need? I mean, I guess it fed you at one point, so I guess that solved a need. But the rest. Like the cable solved a need. I bought the cable. Actually, no, it didn't. It didn't solve a need. It just eliminated a factor of potential.
Yeah, it made it a little better.
Wasn't really a need.
Yeah, and wine makes things better. So there you go.
I guess that's what they say.
Improves your life.
It's all around better.
Yeah.
We should consider getting some wine for the charity whenever that happens.
We really should still have some, but
I don't know. We're already through half of it.
That's
we got
what I'm saying.
A week and a half ago.
I know, it's terrible.
Actually, no, 2 weeks ago we ordered it, and then it arrived like shortly after.
Yeah, actually was to deliver the next day, but like I don't know.
And now half of it's gone. To be fair, there are 3 people drinking it, but I'm not having that much.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way it is, I guess they say. But speaking of charity, what are we doing?
Well, I believe last time we spoke about charity, we had a few options floating around in the air. We've taken the conversation off the waves a little bit, just because if we only talked about it every 2 weeks, it probably would never get planned out ever. We were kind of thinking of doing one of 2 Zelda games, and they're bigger Zelda games. They're actually the most recent real Zelda games, which would be Twilight Princess, your favorite, or Skyward Sword, which is just the ass big game.
It's not
but also susceptible to manipulation.
Yes, manipulation is the key for these kind of streams. I
definitely think that's how we landed on these 2.
Yeah, that's where we landed on the. I mean, I really like Twilight Princess because there's just so much I already know about it and modifying it so far, and I'd love to learn more. That's kind of like my game, sort of. But I mean, we've done a charity on that already twice, so we could look into again a little deeper into Skyward Sword, and then go from there. I would try to give it the same treatment I did as last year with Twilight Princess, but. It'll be hard to start from 0, but we can manage.
We've already thought of a few different ideas for both of them. From bomb skits, just going to town in Twilight Princess to, since those are both Wii games, maybe one person holds one half of the controller with the nunchuck, and the other person holds the remote. There's all kinds of different things we could do. It doesn't really need to be. There's no need to be different because Like, the variety is the spice of life, and it's nice to do that. But it's not like we do this like once every year, and it's I feel like it's not a bad idea.
I mean, as far as getting attention and stuff, I think the best way to do that is by doing the same thing to with variety. Yeah, and just do it bigger every year. Because I mean, that's really how things come to be known.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't like Tiger Woods didn't get like. It wasn't like a basketball player, then a football player, then doing hockey and shit, and then just one day like, hey, look at this guy doing all these sports. And at the moment, he was doing golf by chance.
That worked for Bo Jackson.
Well, I'm sure it worked for somebody, but I think generally the equation for
correct.
success is by doing something more and more until you do it very well.
Bo Jackson is an anomaly. That's just true in all ways.
And I don't know. I think if you know how long something takes and to some extent you can make a better event based around it.
Yeah. And I'm not nearly as intimate with either game, really. I've played them both. I think I played Twilight Princess twice. But it would be interesting for me to I'm just talking interesting to me. I don't know about other people. I don't really know what other people would think, but it'd be interesting to me to mess around with these games in the manner that you have, because I've never really done that. The most chaotic experience I've had with Zelda was literally called Wind Waker Chaos, that I played last year for charity, and that was a hoot. Although it was nice because I didn't really have to do anything; it just kind of fucked up on its own.
Yeah,
so that was cool.
That's nice when you can do that.
But I think a really important part of this is our own community, because most of the things we do here at Video Shorts are for the community first and foremost. We do want to grow as a group. We do want to make sure we reach new audiences, but at the same time, we also want to make sure that we don't leave our core community, our friends, behind in these decision makings. So I suppose what I'm saying here is that it would be great if we had some feedback on what you guys would prefer. If you guys would prefer more Twilight Princess, which I think is always a good time. I don't think it'd be a bad thing to do Twilight Princess again. Or if you guys would prefer to see Skyward Sword in a charity setting, because I don't think we've ever done Skyward Sword in a charity situation. I'm sure you've
I did a challenge
fuckled
run.
it.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I fuckled it a little bit. Oh yeah, I have that one where I had the super hook shot. There's a video on YouTube. Actually.
It's a good video.
Yeah, and I have Demise just chasing me, and I'm shooting myself way over into the abyss. And okay, I don't know. I'd never really tried to test if there was an end to this, the mist area, but like that area, you could just keep shooting into the distance, and you just keep going. I don't know if it's like, procedurally made, or if there's some trick to it, like you're maybe on a platform that's always moving with you or something like that. But I kept shooting into the mists, and nothing ever like changed. And then I turn around and he's still chasing me with his like sword dive attack.
It's just coming right for you, flying right in.
But yeah, like I used that to just kind of explore the areas, the different areas. I remember the desert area was a little bit more expansive than we originally thought. Using the super shot, but there's a lot more things I'm sure I can come up with and look into and find on the internet as well. So Skyward Sword would be definitely a lot more doing.
Yes,
but we could possibly come up with something.
Yeah, and time's not an issue too much as far as figuring this stuff out and also playing it. Regardless of whatever game is selected, it will be done. We will figure it out. But I do think it should be a Zelda game. Even though we did like literally almost all Zelda games last year. Zelda is just a fond franchise for so many people. So many people recognize what Zelda is, want to watch Zelda, and even if it's been there, done that, you could say. But there, you always find some new interesting things to bring to the table, and I don't think there's anything wrong with showing off a few old tricks again. It's not like it's not like when they have speed games done quick or whatever the hell it's called, that they just like, oh, well, we ran Donkey Kong Country before. We can't play that again. We already showed Super Mario 64. Can it?
Yeah, it's...
Bring out that new, Owlboy game. That's what... We'll speed that, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with it, but, whatever. I think because you're so familiar with Twilight Princess, it would be a better product in the end.
Yeah, it would be a better product.
Than just, winging something new just to, say, oh, look, I'm relevant.
Yeah, although sometimes, improv is nice. I mean, we were thinking, Mega Man could be good, just a marathon it, but it's just be the
it would just be
game.
Playing Mega Man, because there's not too much we could... I'm sure there's hacks or codes or something that we can put in, and, of course, we are... I'd like to think that we're creative enough to, make enough challenges and milestones that necessarily aren't the game being affected in-game, but, tie your hands together and play with your feet, or I don't fucking know. Play with a calculator in your hand. I don't know. I'm not good at this off the top of my head. This is why we plan. If we did it off the top of my head, it'd be terrible.
Yeah, so...
that's why we're asking people for feedback.
Yep, and we definitely need to start committing, because there's not much time. We kind of are honing in to around, the second week, I think. Second weekend? Or
9th?
9th-ish, yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, we're really coming up on that, so... Basically, as soon as this Street Fighter tournament's over, we're
full-blown preparation.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
There's already Christmas trees decorations out everywhere.
And it's good, because basically all our free time trying to get good at Street Fighter can just be
we don't need it anymore.
Yeah, we don't need to be good anymore. So
I don't even spend time doing it. I'm just busy with other shit.
Exactly. So now...
Getting the whip cracked on me from IGN. I just don't have any free time.
It's
and I make free time anyway, and I feel regret.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, at least if we have a shitty charity, we can just blame Raga. That's good. Have him as a fallback.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't even want to contribute, so he's not only not contributing, but he's detracting from all the time that we have. When you think about it.
Oof. It's a harsh opinion. Damn.
I mean, I wouldn't say that if he were here,
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. But since he doesn't know, he's not here. He doesn't listen to the BuzzCast. He's not even
our favorite RGN editor.
Yeah, I mean, when's the last time he streamed? I mean, it's
there's so many inaccuracies. I just want to add that in because he has streamed Until Dawn and has been streaming. He's been doing a good job. Actually, just as a side note, there's been a lot of activity on Video Shorts, the main page lately. We have a full blown schedule. I feel like because we have. You doing Pokemon Black.
That's true.
I'll be beginning Overblood 2 after a grueling month of trying to like Bloodborne. We have Raga playing Until Dawn on the weekends, on Saturdays, and Fox is coming back to the main page now. He's in a comfortable situation with Star Fox Adventures. He's going to finish it up. So I feel like we're in a good spot on the main page.
Yeah, we're starting to fill it up.
Yep. And Fridays and Thursdays are a little open. So are Tuesdays, but we can't stream all the dang time. But I feel like the team is finally working like a well-oiled machine again. Got a good team going here.
Yeah, maybe just a few more cogs in the works, and we can
always use more cogs.
Yeah, more cogs, more Pinots.
Most importantly, we have the Street Fighter V tournament that we've referenced multiple times. If you play Street Fighter V and are interested in participating, please check out videoshorts.com for a link to it. Or you can go straight to challenge.com/SFVVS for the Iron Vesto tournament.
I mean, I really think anyone who wants to should try, because we're not going to have the top players in there. It's going to be mostly just Video Shorts, players. So they're not going to be super diamond levels or anything.
I'm purposely making sure there aren't.
Yeah, so we're trying to make it family friendly.
Oh yeah,
and there's going to be a top 5. So
top V.
The top V. So everyone in the top V will get a prize.
Over $100 in prize pool,
and at this point, that's going to be pretty much half of the people that are participating. So,
yeah,
definitely should try to check it out. It's pretty hefty prize pool.
Until I go into r/Street Fighter and advertise the tournament to bronze players only.
Maybe so. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think we're gonna have some fun matches, and hoping that everyone is turns out. Of course, if you have some friends,
we'll also have Fox doing commentary with us.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He's down to clown around.
I'm almost 98% sure that he's coming, and he will be able to tell us all the information because he, no matter how much he hates the game, he knows everything about it.
True. And I'll be there to make half-accurate statements about the game mechanics.
And I'll be there to know nothing about the game's mechanics, except I can just go like really loudly when something cool happens.
We just just refer. You can just shout out their resources at all times.
Yeah,
call it just some other noun every time.
He's got his flapjacks.
He's ready to spend.
Look at all those dogs he's got.
The roulette wheel is spinning.
High heels are all go.
It's gonna be fun.
Wait,
easy. There was one thing that we were going to do.
Oh, what
was that? Like one thing that you said that was going to be something that we should do.
Was it marsupial?
No, like some very basic like gimmick. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
You even made a point of it, and I was like, yeah, it's a good idea. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. We'll cover it later. So before we close, I want to hit you rapid fire lightning round with some topics, just so we're covering them because I feel like it's fun to cover these things. So maybe like 30 seconds on each one of these. Mario Party Star Rush comes out tomorrow, the 4th of November, or I guess currently is out. So Mario Party is on the go once again. He takes on where Mario Party is in 2016.
Can you play online?
No.
Then it's shit.
Good point. I personally like Mario Party 10, but yeah, it would be nice. Actually, I hear it's not that style. It doesn't use the car thing, but it's still, yeah, there's no reason for it to not have online. Wish it did. There's also, in Nintendo news, the Animal Crossing Direct, which I was hoping they would announce a Switch game for the Nintendo Switch.
That's really weird that they did that. It's such an old game, and I don't know how successful it was.
It was just updates for Animal Crossing New Leaf, which came out in 2012. It's
so
2016.
Weird. And when's the last time they even mentioned that shit? I don't get it.
They added amiibo like stuff.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, and that one like little amiibo party.
Yeah.
And everyone like hated it.
And then they are going full blown amiibos now.
Yeah, now you can just buy all these cars and amiibos, and actually it'll put things in the game. Like, oh.
The Direct itself is kind of neat though, because they had like a live action KK slider, and they played guitar at the end.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was kind of interesting, I guess. It was kind of like one of those subdued senses of humor kind of things. And, they had some cool like Breath of the Wild features in the game, so that was kind of interesting. But mostly, in my opinion, I mean, I just can't see the appeal of the game. I really tried. It's like I didn't actually try by playing the game. Oh, I guess I played the game once.
Never played Animal Crossing.
I did play it once, and that was only for the 4th of July thing. Like I made that Hank Hill T-shirt, and I just like shot fireworks. That was it. Like I didn't really like. I couldn't get behind that. I guess it's a kind of an okay stream game because you can kind of make it your own, and
yeah,
if you're good at like just talking and rolling with it, it can be okay.
That can be our charity. See Animal Crossing.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
what?
New leaf.
Oh,
there we go. See,
turn a new leaf.
Exactly. That's a new kind of stream. And we play until we beat the game, right?
Yeah.
That should be a good marathon.
Can you beat Animal Crossing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Speaking of Nintendo, again, there was a commercial for Nintendo that we enjoyed recently.
Oh yeah, it was
a holiday commercial.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, showed off some hits like Super Smash Brothers, Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Mario Maker. And you and I had a good laugh when there was a woman shouting at a child, It's like, only one Bowser? Come on, Tyler.
What are you doing?
And then like later on it cuts back to him. I was like, yeah, that's what I like to see. And it's like 2 giant Bowsers like shooting fire all over the place.
Like they were very self-aware in this commercial, like how shitty Bowser makes it.
And then it shows like their little logo, like Nintendo, play with your life or whatever the fuck it's
play us with your life.
Yeah. And then the woman's like chasing the kid, like, more Bowsers. It's a very clear like line. Like I feel like if we do another Mario Maker Fest thing, definitely need to get that soundbite and just use it multiple times. More Bowsers.
Damn. Yeah, every time I stream, or basically I think either one of us streams Mario Maker, we always complain about
Bowsers everywhere. It's awful. And I know I put Bowsers in my levels pretty often.
I've never put a Bowser in my level.
But it has to be like, there's a reason for it. I even like made fun of it because I made a level because like there are at least 3 Bowsers in this level. It's ridiculous. Too many Bowsers. And that seems like they're encouraging it with the 3DS version, whenever that comes out. So,
and the key system also kind of forces you to fight the Bowsers.
You have to fight the Bowser. More Bowsers.
I mean, a lot of cases you really didn't have a choice anyway because you have a giant wall.
We'll have to do some more of those streams. Maybe some happy.
Maybe that game's make me happy. Yeah, it makes me happy.
It makes you happy.
Yeah.
And you know what they say on Sundays in that game? Happy Sunday.
Oh yeah.
So
happy Sundays.
Maybe
we
that's
do happy Sunday streams.
Yeah.
You know what? That would replace the Yu-Gi-Ohs. I mean, technically it's over now.
Yeah. I don't think we need to keep going, honestly.
I don't have to.
No.
Although I think the motorcycle thing's cool. We'll probably.
5Ds?
Yeah.
The motorcycle thing. So vague. I'm glad I knew what you were talking about.
I don't know. Maybe if I make it big and get no need, I get like I have no need to work anymore, then I can just do both. But,
yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, we can do Happy Sundays. I think that is more in line with the Video Shorts mantra of video games.
Yeah,
we got it out of our system, I guess you could say. And really, I kind of did it in part for Scientex. He really wanted that, and then he didn't. So, you know what? What are you gonna do?
Speaking of. I'm not going to make a transition from that. Owlboy is a highly anticipated game that finally released. 9 years.
Bird boys.
Yes.
Boys with birds.
Yeah, he likes birds.
He has a bird.
The Boys of Birds.
Yeah.
Owlboy came out, and it's been in development for over 9 years, and it is I would say, 16-bit platforming game with puzzles and cool boss fights and stuff. I haven't played it yet. I've just seen people gushing about it. It's going to be like the indie game of the year, I assume. Kind of like how we've had.
Don't say it.
You know, well, I was going to say Cave Story.
Okay, Cave Story, Kira Blaster, whatever. It's good games like that.
Yeah.
So this game seems pretty okay from what I've seen, and I've seen like 2 or 3. Like the art looks awesome.
Yeah.
It actually looks like a real game. It doesn't really look like a meme game, you know. It's actually got like pixels and stuff.
It's actually got holy shit.
I don't know. It has art direction. It has depth. From what I can tell, I literally I'm talking based on like 3 screenshots I've seen, but you know, it's definitely better than a lot of bad games that have come out recently that might have gotten unworthy praise. Yeah, it's definitely I don't know. It seems like a good game to me. Just from looking at it briefly. For like maybe 10 seconds total.
You got all that from 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm giving credit where credit is due, you know. Sometimes someone makes a game and it's not terrible.
I'm dying.
So you can glean that from seeing
Jesus Christ.
From just seeing a couple of screenshots.
Oh man. You're clearly only talking about Owlboy.
I truly am.
And lastly, the World of Final Fantasy came out, which is a new entry in Final Fantasy, which is more of a celebration of Final Fantasy, kind of a big love letter to Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I know it. It's the ones with like little bobbleheads.
The little baby Funko Pop characters. And it's kind of like Pokemon in a way. I feel like that's an exaggeration that people keep saying, but I'm going to say it anyway so you know what I'm talking about. You kind of see these monsters and famous characters from Final Fantasy, such as not the Thornberries. What the hell is his name? Tomberry. Eliza Thornberry and Nigel Thornberry are in this game. Moogles, Marlboro, Chocobos, those kinds of characters are there for you to get, as well as famous faces such as Zidane, Tidus, that guy with the sword. I can't remember his name. He's in Smash. I think he's from that game, actually. It's like a cameo in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But you kind of just like go around, collect those guys, and it has classic Final Fantasy battle where it's not like all this weird like live action, Kingdom Hearts inspired shit. It's like actual like RPG from older Final Fantasy games, and I look forward to playing that game in the future. Even though it is a bunch of babies walking around in a baby world, but that's kind of cute, I guess.
Yeah, it's basically it's really just a sequel to Rugrats.
I like Rugrats.
Yeah, there you go. So you'll love this game.
Oh no, dummy.
Well, that's it for this week edition of the BuzzCast. Until next bye week, we will see you guys next time. Keep it locked on VideoShorts.com. Good night.